time for an adventure. Good morning. $7. Almost can't see you in there. One person? Yes. Y'all be quiet.
Be please, sir.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. This is the Southport Fort Fisher Ferry. So I'm in Southport right now, and I'm going over to Fort Fisher to meet Steve. These ferries run about every 45 minutes or so, $7. And they're just fun to ride. Been riding this thing, seems like my whole life. But it's a quick way for us here in the Southport Oak Island area to get over towards Wilmington without taking the main highway. So if you got kids or anything like that and you want to show them a good time, they generally love the ferry ride.
month and a half to live. So the family reunion down in Florida is kind of going to be called off. So we could head down to or head up to Galax the week of the 14th, 15th.
All right, we're getting ready to head out on the beach, and this adventure is just starting, and we're bouncing all over the place. But I want to give a shout out to my adventure partner over here. Look what he brought me, and the coffee. I tell you what, I know how to pick my adventure partners the correct way, even though he brings me bad luck sometimes when we fish.
No. You're the skunk artist.
No. Every time you promise me mojo and you never deliver.
I catch fish.
The only thing you have delivered to me in the last 6 months is this freaking donut, but I appreciate it. Ever again, or my family. They've had it.
Beautiful day out here. Look at that. Nice gentle waves.
Are we going to go by the nudist area? The nudist sunbathing area?
No, the college students aren't here yet.
Oh man, when do they open up the nudist area?
These guys have, they must be professionals.
If they got that many rods, they know what they're doing. Maybe we should stop and ask them for some tips.
6.
There's 9. They got 9 rods out.
9 rods.
That must mean they're professionals. They know what they're doing. And why am I not with them? And why am I with you?
Because
I need to go make some new friends with those guys.
I'm the only way you can get down here.
Well,
on
that's
this part
true.
Of the beach.
That's true.
Can't bring the adventure van down here. No 4-wheel drive.
No. They're set up for the day here. That's nice. All right, partner. We're on. First of all, how long is it? How far are we driving until we have to park and get the e-bikes?
It's about a 4-mile drive down here to the end of the 4-wheel drive section. And the trick of driving here is to decide whether you're going to be in 4 high or 4 low. Usually I go in 4 low, but with the heavy bikes on the back, I'm just in 4 high. And then the other thing is that if your tires ever start to spin or you lose forward momentum, stop immediately, because if you try and continue to go, you'll just dig yourself in. So what I do, I know my vehicle, and I know that if I keep my RPMs below 2,000, I won't get stuck.
Well, those are some good tips. Now, we've done this several times, and we've never had any issues. Have you ever been stuck out here?
Yeah, once I made the mistake of trying to come up the berm over there.
Yeah.
And I kind of bottomed out on the truck, but I've got these Australian ramps in the back, and they got me out no problem at all.
All right, I got a question, Steve. Do you air down? A lot of people I know, when they talk about soft sand, air down the tires. What do you do?
I used to do that here, but the gas station that had the free air on the way out went out of business. So now I just leave them at regular inflation, and I've never had a problem.
All right, cool.
So don't need to do it, at least in this truck. Maybe in your vehicle.
Oh, come on, man. All right, this trip has begun. The tide is going out right now. We're on our way to Bald Head. And to get to the first point of Bald Head's about, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles maybe on the e-bikes. Tide's going out. Sand is a little bit soft, but another hour or so and we'll probably be in really good shape on the beach. I'm having to stay low down near the wind, the waves. You can see they're almost coming up on me. Having to stay low like this to stay in the hard packed sand. The only problem is when you're in kind of a neutral area of the hard pack and the soft stuff, you have to be really careful, because this soft sand can turn your front wheel sideways in a freaking heartbeat second, and you are on the ground. So for you e-bikers who want to ride in the sand, keep that in mind. Grip those handlebars firmly, stay alert, or else you may be on the ground. And I'm just hoping that I can get through today without the same thing happening to me. But it is absolutely beautiful out here. It's a little bit overcast. Gorgeous day. Beautiful day for adventure. Maybe a little bit of fishing. We brought our fishing rods, but that wasn't the full intention. Just want to go out and have some fun, have an e-bike adventure. And if we happen to catch a fish, because remember, this ain't no fishing channel. But if we do happen to catch a fish, that'd be pretty cool. Right now, there's some Spanish mackerel being caught. There are bluefish being caught. So out here, those would be two likely things. Whoa, hello. Bluefish, Spanish mackerel would be the two likely things that we might catch today. But we did bring a shark rod. So we got some cut bait. We'll throw out some shark bait, see if anything happens with that. Now Steve is back there behind me. He's got a bike that's a little more powerful than the one I'm on. So he's letting me lead, because if he wanted to lead, he could just take off and leave me. Now my bike is perfect for this, but his is one of those bikes that have the bigger motors. I think maybe a 750 watt motor, and I believe mine is a 500 watt motor. So he's got more power, which who knows, maybe I'll have to tie a line to him and he can pull me back if necessary. And we've done this trip another time a few months ago, had a blast, but near the end I ran out of battery. So today I brought a second battery, so that should get me anywhere I want to go. I kind of expect today we'll do an easy 15 miles probably on the bikes, so I should have plenty of battery today. Gorgeous. Well, we have spotted one tire track out here that's before us, so I'm not going to be able to tolerate that. I'm going to follow these tracks, and when I find them, whoever's on this bike, on this beach before me, hell is gonna come raining down on this person's head, and I'm just gonna give them a piece of my mind. Yeah, I'm gonna be very stern. I might even point my finger at them. You know, I'm not gonna tolerate this. You know, and after I do all that, I hope they don't turn around and see me do any of that. You have to time everything according to the waves out here and the tides. You know, even though I live not too far from here, the tides can be totally different. So this area right up here is pretty soft, but Steve seems to be handling it just fine. He may have found some hard packed sand up there. I've stayed down here closer to where the waves are breaking because this is pretty hard down here. So when you ride your e-bikes on the beach around here, if you gotta time the tides, go out and have your fun once the low tides are starting, and then you have to be careful that you don't get too far away and the tides are incoming and you don't have any hard packed sand to ride on. You have to ride on the soft stuff all the way back. So that's one of the things you have to be aware of. And that is my beach e-bike tip for today. I'm sure I'll have others. So we're 1.5 miles in. I'm starting to see some homes up there at the tip of Ball Head. So we'll be arriving there shortly. Riding, I spot a section right there where the waves aren't breaking. The waves are breaking pretty much right along that line everywhere, but all of a sudden right here they're not. And to me, that indicates that's a pretty deep hole right here. So we decided to stop, throw some jigs out there, see if anything happens. But when you see stuff like this, something doesn't look quite the same as the other, might not be a bad idea to stop and throw a line out. To walk over here to the top of this sand dune and just see what the view is on the other side. I imagine it's beautiful. Oh yeah. Really, really nice. These creeks out here are pretty remote. Don't know if the camera's picking them up or not, but if you can get a boat, kayak, or whatever in there, chances are you got some pretty good fishing because there's not much pressure. Way off in the distance, I can see the Oak Island Lighthouse over there, and over here to the left, I can see Old Baldy, which is the old Bald Head Lighthouse. Pretty beautiful up here right now. And there is our mounted steeds. What do you think, Steve? What do you think of the view?
Good view. Clearly, this is a place you have to fish at high tide. Now, I've seen people come in on that slough right back over there, and then they'll walk over to fish on the beach. In fact, we saw those guys last time we were here.
Yeah, we saw some guys fishing, and we didn't know, okay, how in the hell did they had fishing cart and all kind of stuff, and we were wondering how in the hell they got all their stuff to such a remote spot. And then we found out they brought their boat over here somewhere, and then they walked everything over to the beach. All right, you ready to keep going?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Now, anybody that doesn't know this, let me tell you, Bald Head Island is a large island. It's a very rich island. There are no cars allowed on the island. You have to get around on bikes, by foot, or a golf cart. It's huge. It's a lot of wildlife areas. The only ones that are allowed to have vehicles on the island is like emergency services. And to get to it, there's no roads. You have to take a ferry. You have to take the Bald Head Island ferry, and it runs, I think it runs all day long. Two of the ferries, they just run back and forth, back and forth. But you know, if my YouTube would just somehow or another take off, and somehow or another I got more than 4 people to watch my videos and make some of that big YouTube money like that guy right there, I might could afford a storage building on Bald Head Island. And I just live in the storage building with me and the adventure wifey. Back, I kind of had a little bit of a rant about people not speaking to you when you say hello to them. You know, it doesn't take anything to nod your head or wave or say hey or whatever. And the fact that I'm from the South, that's how I was raised. You know, if you come within my sphere, I'm probably going to say hello, you know, wave or something, you know, just be friendly. That's the way I am. But we passed 3 people out here on the beach just now, and, you know, waved at them. And it was like 2 of them didn't wave, they just stared at me. And one of them acted like, oh God, do I gotta lift my arm and wave at these people on those bikes? I mean, it just, it freaking kills me. It's like, oh my God.
Pretty amazing.
What do you think? What do you think?
Fish over here on this side and all those sides.
So I'm gonna set up right here with a rod spike. Steve-O's gonna set up right there. This sandbar, man, it extends way over there and then takes a right and goes way out there. So you can literally walk way out there, which I probably will. All right, we are ready. Let's see what we can do here. Now if it comes toward you, drop and roll. There we go. So Steve says it's time for lunch. So we'll see what we got here. We got a little cinnamon toast crunch bar, and by the way, if you've never had these, they're awesome. We got some Star-Kissed tuna lunch to go. We got some beef jerky. I think I'm gonna start with my beef jerky. Have a little bit of that. Well, thank God it's American beef. Holy crap, that's good. That is really good. It's got sweet baby rays in it for flavoring. Sweet and spicy. That's some good stuff. Here's the old jelly ball that washed up. Now these are a form of jellyfish. Call them jelly balls around here. So if you happen to see one of these, they won't sting you, so you don't have to be afraid of them. If you're swimming in the water and one brushes past you, you don't have to worry about it. They won't sting you, but they are everywhere. And they generally beach themselves for some unknown reason. I've been out here and seen just hundreds of them laying in the beach. Oh well. Live, jelly ball, live. Get on these iron steeds. Head down the beach and see what new adventure awaits us. Well, I'm a mile and a half in on the ride to the other point, and you can just see, man, that's just not many people out here. Of course, the season hasn't kicked in yet, but even when it does, these beaches are so large and they're so long. These beaches never ever get crowded, and I think that's one of the things that draws people to Bald Head Island. This is the farthest that I've been on the beach at Bald Head. So I'm about 2.7 miles from where we're set up fishing. So this is pretty cool down here. Right out here, I'll show you here in just a second, but that's the river channel of the Cape Fear River. This is where the giant cargo ships and all that, they come in and out right here. They got some rocks and stuff here for erosion. Wow, this is pretty neat over here. I like it. Pretty cool, huh?
I bet we could get sharks here. I mean, here's where
well, we know they're out there.
Here's where it's dumping right into the ocean.
We definitely know they're out there. We'll definitely throw a line out here. We know they're here. They may not be down there, but we know for damn sure they're right here.
Hold on. It's 2:16. Well, why don't we fish here for, see if we can get anything here for maybe 15, 20 minutes.
All right, where do you want to set up at?
it goes in easy.
Yep. That's what she said.
Yeah.
That was an amazing cast. Could be some kind of state record in distance right there. All right, Shark. Your lunch is served. Let's do it.
Tell the tide starting to come in. Still all there.
All right, so I'm recording right now. You got to make this good. All right, so look at the form, everybody. All right, look, watch. He's checking his drag. He's got the bell flipped open. He's got approximately 6 feet. Is that 6 feet of slack or 6 feet 3 inches? You usually go 6 foot 3 inches.
Yeah, I think it's 6'2".
It's 6'2", okay. All right, now watch the concentration. He does keep his head level. Look at this. Whoa! Your bait separated.
It did?
Yes.
Oh,
He threw it so hard that his bait came off the hook. Now, folks, that is power. All right, no fish there. Pretty good thing it's not a fishing channel, or that would suck. But we're leaving. It is around, let's see, what time it is? 3 o'clock. Tide is starting to come back in on us. We've got 10 miles back to his truck. So, gonna be a fun ride back, but it's gonna be a long ride back. All right, this adventure's half over. Couple of surf fishing guys over here. We didn't do too good. I hope y'all do better. Okay. I got to go back and check on that seashell. The adventure wifey likes these conch type shells, so when I see one, well, it's a nice looking shell right there, but it is broke, but that's okay. We accept broke ones. We accept broke seashells at our house. We don't care that they're not perfect. It's okay. Broke seashells need to have a home as well.
3.8 to here.
3.8 to here.
What's your thing say?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I know my battery went down.
Oh, you had to switch?
So I'm probably 50% or less right now. So it'll be real touch and go if I actually make it. I'm gonna get some water.
But you've got a second battery.
Yeah, oh yeah. It would be nice not to have to change it. You know, the hassle. But we'll see. Probably be like last time, you know, where I was milking it to the very end.
Mush you get. I think the mush sucks up a lot more power. This has really changed from last year. This hose sandbar wasn't here. I just know. Because we were standing
No,
right here.
yeah, it wasn't there. It wasn't there. Creates a great pool though, look at that.
Yeah.
If you got little kids and you don't want to have to worry about them too much.
I'm amazed that kids can put up with cold water like this. So
They don't care.
tough.
Young kids are tough until they,
decide they're not.
yeah, I'm not even gonna say anything. I try not to get political on this channel.
About 10 miles an hour.
I've been in pedal assist 2 doing the same. About 10 mile an hour. All right, let's roll.
3.8.
See if we can make it. See if I can make it on this battery. Pretty much past people for the last time. I doubt we'll see any more people till we get back to the truck. Maybe 3 miles or so. So how awesome is that to ride down a beach, totally isolated, no people. Gotta check it. I'm getting low. It's gonna be close. My battery's almost dead and we're right here, so it looks like I made it. Didn't know if I would or not. May have to walk. I don't think I have enough power to get up this hill. I don't have enough power to get up the hill. Even enough power to walk it up the hill. Lord Almighty. It's dead.
One battery?
I'm dead.
Put the battery on one?
Right there. I didn't even have enough power to come up the hill.
Well, it's awesome you made it that far.
Yeah.
Let's see
And when I put it into walk mode, I didn't have any power to walk it.
So 8.4 times 2, so 16.8 total.
That's how many miles? 16.8?
That's pretty good in the
That's
mud.
pretty dang good, man. Not bad at all.
That's 36%. So that'll be a good test. So I'm going to use one of those power stations to charge up. We'll see how far it goes.
Well, I knew it was going to be close for me. But he made it. He's a steed. He's an iron horse. Get that, hey, take that thing off the bill.
Gotta be in uniform here.
Look at us, man. Hey, look at the camera. Look, look, right here. Look, look. Same hats, man.
Hat buddy.
We're blood brothers.
All right.
Woo! Do you want to get yours on first? Do you have to get yours on first?
Yeah.
I mean, before you put that stuff.
No, I put this on first because the bottom one has to go on.
Something's not right.
Yeah, usually don't take these off.
So you want to go this one first?
Yeah.
All right, hold on here. Let's see what I can grip.
Yeah, and then what I do is I
Just lean it.
I lean it against the truck.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's good.
But you know what? Am I going to be able to get mine on with that on?
Yeah, because we'll lift it all the way up. Go ahead and lift it up. My steering pedals more. There we go.
Bam! Right in the head. So how many fish did you catch today?
That's an embarrassing question to ask. I caught 0.
Well,
It was fishing, not catching.
don't feel alone. I caught 0. All I can say is it's a good thing that Adventure Outdoors is not a fishing channel. Thank God, because it would suck.
Oh,
But we had a blast, man. It's awesome. Awesome day.
17-mile ride?
17?
Yep.
17 miles on the e-bikes today. I can't remember, I predicted something. I think that's pretty close to what I predicted.
Yeah, I think so. bumps like that, I think I'm back in the Army on the tank trails, in the training area, because they get all washboardy.
Yep.
Running it down in a Jeep or a truck, you just kind of thrown all over the place.
Flashbacks.
And there's no comfortable speed to go at. You can go slow or you can go fast. Not so fast that the MPs come get you. I'm a little bit confused because when I signed up for my pass, I thought they had the 24-hour or the limit crossed out. And I went and looked at the sign and it said open 24 hours. But now when we go out, it says the gate closes at 8. We'll check it out on the way out.
Well, if it closes at 8, you can't get out. You're stuck for the duration, I guess.
Yeah, but does that mean that they want you out by 8? That you're not allowed to be here after 8?
All right, well, you know, me and Steve only have adventures that have some kind of super malfunction. So the malfunction is we stopped to put the trash in and my bike was gone. And luckily, it's right here. We didn't have to go too far. I don't know how badly damaged it might be, but my bike was gone. We hit some bumps down here and it must have came off. Neither of us saw it or heard it go off the truck. So here it is. I hope it's okay. So yeah, we lost the bike near the end anyway. And I don't see anything wrong with it. Fell in the soft sand. Didn't have to go back too far. I don't see anything physically wrong with it. It turned on. I don't see anything bent or broken. So, yep. A little bit of excitement right here at the end. All right, the ferry just left about 6-7 minutes ago. So I'm first in line for the next ferry in about 40 minutes. And I can see the ferry over there. Had my bike not fallen off the rack, I would have made that ferry. So that was one of the craziest things ever. We got out to dump our trash for the day, and Steve says, "Your bike's gone." And I like, "Yeah, good one, good try." I thought he was kidding. He said, "No, your bike is gone." And I looked around and it was gone. And we had just driven about 4 miles down the beach. And I'm going like, good Lord, man. Neither of us heard it or saw it. It was just gone. And luckily, so we turned around, started heading back, and it was literally like 1,000 feet. It was around the turn where we couldn't really see it. As soon as we made that turn, there it was. So it was real close by. We didn't have to drive miles down the beach and look for it. And it seemed to be okay. You know, it turned on. I don't see anything bent or broken on it. So let me tell you, man, those electric XP bikes, they are tough. ride back. Well, I think I'm going to cut the video off here. I'm back on the ferry, heading back to Southport. So this is the ferry ride from Fort Fisher back to Southport. Then I'll go home from there. I had a great time today with Steve Moore. It's been a great adventure, a lot of fun. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon in the next adventure.